Hello everyone. For grade 12th accountancy, we are going to start partnership today. The whole concept is called accounting for partnership firm, and in this concept 5 chapters are there. All those 5 chapters carry 30 marks in your board exams. So they are very important, and we are going to start with first chapter, accounting for partnership firms, fundamentals. Commonly this chapter is known as fundamental. Why is the need of partnership arise? There are certain limitations of a sole trader, means he is having only limited capital, unlimited risk, limited controlling capacity. Everything he is having limited because he is individually handling everything. Therefore, some person may combine and enter into an agreement to form a partnership. And partnership relation is based on mutual trust and faith. If you are trusting each other, then you will become partners. And for maintaining the mutual trust and faith, the partnership account should be true and fair. Just to maintain the relation and maintain the truth and faith among the partners, the account should be true and fair. So what is partnership? Section 4 of Indian Partnership Act 1932 defines partnership as follows. What is partnership? Partnership is the relation between persons who have agreed to share the profits and losses of a business carried on by all or any of them acting for all. Means partnership is that relation between person in which they agree that they will share the profits of the business, either the carried on by all the partners or any of one of them. If they agreed that they will share profits and losses and carry the business activities individually or wholly, that is called partnership. What are the main features of partnership? What kind of features are partnership having? Features, elements or characteristics or nature? 2 or more person. There must be at least 2 person to form partnership. Partnership Act does not specify the maximum number of person, but Section 464 of Indian Companies Act 2013 restrict the number of partners to 50. Meaning hereby minimum 2 and maximum 50. Minimum 2 and maximum 50 should be the partners. Then second feature is agreement. There must be an agreement among the partners. Agreement which specify the terms and conditions of the partnership. That partnership agreement is called partnership deed. You have already studied in 11th. Existence of business and profit motive. There must be existence of business and the motive of the business should be profit earning. Then sharing of profit. Among the partners, the profit should be shared in the agreed ratio which is written in the agreement. Relationship of principal and agent. Each partner is an agent as well as a principal of other partners. An agent because he can bind the other partners by his act, and a principal because he himself can be bound by the act of other partners. If there are 4 partners and one is doing something wrong, it will affect on other 3 also. This is called principal agent relationship. Business carried on by all or any of them acting for all. If you are having 4 partners, all 4 can do the work. If out of 4 only 1 or 2 is working and other 2 are not working, that can also be there. So business carried on by all or any of them acting for all. No separate existence. A partnership firm has no separate existence from its members. It means that all agreements entered with the firm will be enforceable against each other partners separately and jointly. No other existence means partnership is considered with partners. There is no partnership without partners. So here, these are the 7 main characteristics of partnership. At least 2 or maximum 50 partners should be there. Agreement should be there between the partners, that is the terms and conditions of the partnership, and that agreement is called partnership deed. There must be existence of business and the motive of that business should be profit, and that profit or loss should be shared in the agreed ratio. And principal agent relationship. Again, principal agent relationship means if out of 4 partners only 1 is doing something wrong, it will be bound on the 3 others also. They will also suffer. Business carried on by all or any of them acting for all. Business may be carried on by all the partners can actively participate or any of them can be actively participate. No separate existence means there is no partnership without partners. There is no partnership without partners, no separate existence out of partners. Now what are the rights of partners? Every partner have a right to share profits and loss. Every partner having a right in agreed ratio. Every partner has a right to take part in the conduction of the business. Every partner is having right. Whether he is doing that or not, that is up to his wish, but he has a right. Every partner has a right to be consulted in the matters related to partnership business. Means in any matters, every partner is having a right to be consulted. Every partner has the right to inspect the books of accounts and have a copy of that. Every partner can have a copy of that. Then every partner has a right to disallow the admission of a new partner. If there are 4 partners and one wants to admit in the partnership, if 3 are agree and 1 is not agree, he can disallow. Then the 5th one will be not be a partner. He will not be admitted in the partnership. So that means that every partner, each and every partner is having a right to disallow the admission of a new partner. Every partner is joint owner of the partnership property. If you have taken any partnership property, every partner is a joint owner. Every partner have a right to share profits and loss. Every partner has a right to conduct the business, and every partner has a right to be consulted in the matters. Every partner can inspect the books of account and can take a copy. Every partner has a right to disallow the new partner. Every partner is a joint owner of partnership property. If a partner has given loan to the firm, means in addition to the capital, he has given some loan also, then he is liable to get interest at the rate 6% per annum. Then if a partner incur expenses and make payment on behalf of the firm, he has a right to be indemnified by the firm. Means if he has spent something for the firm will pay him back. Every partner has a right to retire from the firm after giving a proper notice. After giving a proper notice, he can leave the firm also. So this was the rights of the partners. We have done characteristics and rights till now. Now last topic, limited liability partnership. Since you have studied earlier in 11th class that partnership liability is unlimited, means partners have to pay their liability from their personal assets also. But there is one kind of partnership is there which is known as LLP, Limited Liability Partnership. Earlier it was not there, but with the enactment of Limited Liability Partnership Act 2008, it is now allowed in India. Limited Liability Partnership means a partnership formed and registered under this Act 2008. Under this Act, if a partnership is registered, that is Limited Liability Partnership. What is the nature of this? A Limited Liability Partnership is a body corporate formed under this Act, and it is legal entity separate from that of partners. Here you said ki no separate existence, but in LLP there is separate existence. Means members may come, may go, but the partnership will go on. Like a company, a limited liability partnership shall have perpetual succession. Means members may come or go, partners may come or go, but the company means LLP goes on forever, just like a company. It is having perpetual succession. Any change in the partners of a LLP shall not affect the existence. Same thing, the rights and liabilities will be remaining same. If any partner comes or leaves, no effect on the LLP. And Indian Partnership Act 1932 shall not apply on LLP. For LLP, there is only one act, Limited Liability Partnership Act 2008, that is applied. So here is a difference between partnership and LLP. Applicable Act 1932, 2008. Registration, this is optional. You may have it registered or not, but this is compulsory. Created by agreement between the partners and created by law. Body corporate cannot become a partner. Means body corporate means no business unit, means no other company or no other partnership can be the member partner, but body corporate means business houses can become the partner. Separate legal entity, it's having separate legal entity. Perpetual succession means regularity. Without partners, it cannot be thought of. Means there is no perpetual succession. If one partner will die or maybe leaving retired, the partnership will be changed. But LLP have no effect on that. Number of partners minimum 2, maximum 50. Here minimum 2, maximum no limit. Liability Partnerships in unlimited liability means if there is any loss, partners have to give their personal assets also. That is unlimited liability. But under LLP, the liability is limited to the extent of their contribution. Whatever they have invested, they will not be asked more than that. In any case, in case of losses even. So, we have studied today meaning of partnership, features, rights, then about LLP, 2008 Act, LLP, and this difference. Go through it. Thank you so much.